What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Ghouls Gaming and Tech channel. We have an accessory for your PS5. Now, disclaimer, this is not for the digital version, this is for the disc version. My friends at Yoges decided to send me basically a PS5, and it can't be summed up in one word. It's multiple things. It's a charging station, it's a dock station, it checks the temperature of your console and cools it down. It's a storage device, I guess, for your games. It's all that and more. You can swing over to Amazon right now and actually get this for about 29 bucks. We're going to talk about the price. The price, 29 bucks. I believe if you go to Amazon right now, they have a 10% code on there, but you can also get an additional 10%. I believe it's additional 10% using the link down below in the description when you go to Amazon. 29 bucks minus 10%. It's not too bad. You're probably looking at maybe 25, 26 bucks. If you're new to the channel and you like these kind of, unorthodox videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're new or returning, make sure to hit that like button. It's the best way that I and YouTube knows you guys enjoy this kind of content. So without any further ado, we're going to get into it. I didn't really take it all the way out. I just opened it enough to see what was inside. So let's open this really quick, and we're going to put this on the PlayStation today. Move that to the side. It's a piece of paper. It doesn't mean anything, but yes, I believe I'm saying this right. Yoges or Yoges. It's one of those words. So this is what the box looks like, and that's what your docking station is going to look like. You have some icons that indicate your controllers, your cooling, power, and all that good stuff. This package is fairly light. It's not heavy at all, which I would hope it's not heavy. Usually with whether it be PC or console, whatever, anytime you get something that deals with cooling off your devices, sometimes it gets heavy. Gonna go in here. You got some paperwork, put that to the side, and then here is the device. So I believe this screw is the same screw, and I'll show you guys when I put it on here, but I believe it's the same kind of screw that you screw the PlayStation mount or docking piece under the PlayStation. So it's like the same thing. So you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to put that screw through here to screw it into the bottom of your PlayStation, which is fine. I believe this is probably like a power indicator. Controller docking stations right here. You have all these slots on this side to sit in multiple games. It has some ventilated holes at the bottom right here to kind of release some of that heat and disperse it. You have a USB Type-C input right here. I wonder what that's for. I wonder if that's for the headphones. And then you have the fan in the back right there. Now we have some hooks and a USB to USB Type-C charging cable. I think this is probably for the headphones, I'm assuming, but these are the hooks to hook the headphones on the top of the console. I have dark plates on my PlayStation, so this white is going to look a little bit funky, but again, you can get this in black, so don't you worry. I'm gonna skip through the process of me putting it on because it's literally the same. If you guys have a PlayStation, you know this. All right, you guys, so as you can see, we have the PlayStation hooked up, and you see there's a dedicated temperature window right here, and it's to constantly let you know the temperature of your PlayStation. So if it's getting too hot, you can turn on one of these fans right here. So I believe this one is for the lower power and this one is for the higher power. So by turning them on, you just press this little recycling looking button right here, and it'll turn the low setting on, and you'll hear a little noise. The temperature went up a little bit. Maybe it's hot in this room, I don't know, but the temperature went up a little bit, but it should be cooled down shortly. And then you have a higher setting right here. So let's press this again. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but it did get a little bit louder. So it sounds like the fan in the back is running double time to kind of keep this cool. This button right here is for the lights to show on here. So I guess it's just some kind of ambient lighting. They serve really no purpose, but it does have some kind of ambient lighting for you guys. And then you have these two controller icons here. These don't do anything if you press them. So they're just basically for show. So I would imagine if you put a controller on here, it's going to show some kind of indication. So the controller is now charging, and it's showing this as green instead of that yellow color. So to get this fan off, because it's kind of loud, the temperature is still going up. I wonder why it's going up, but we're going to turn this off. So if I put the controller on the other station, that one turns yellow, and I put it on the other one, and let's see what happens with that. So that one turns green as well. So green means it's charging, yellow means there's nothing there, and I'm assuming red means there's no connection at all, like it's not reading it properly. But that's basically the controls right here. You do have those two side slots for controllers. Let's set my second controller here. This is the one that's actually on. I'm assuming it's showing red because this one is the one that's on. So now right here is another good thing to note. You have some charging ports basically. So if you do hook your headphones on this side of the PlayStation, you can charge it just from right here, or you can hook it into the back of your PlayStation. Either way is fine, but you can also charge other things. You can put phone chargers here, laptops, whatever it is. So the fact that it has USB Type-C chargers right here, and then also USB Type-A, that's pretty good if you want to add a couple accessories on here. Now, this is plugged directly into my PS5, so it's drawing power from my PS5. So how that works with the PlayStation overcharging things, and basically the main power source for this, but also supposedly keeping it cool. I say all that to say, I think this is going to be a trade-off for the most part. So yes, your PlayStation is running a little bit hotter because if you do decide to plug in a whole bunch of things right here, your PlayStation is the main power source. So it's pushing out power to these things right here, as well as your controllers on the other side and lighting up this console and basically powering the fan. So you can plug this up into something else that is not the PlayStation, so your PlayStation won't be powering this. I think this is a pretty good all-around PS5 accessory. You can store tons of your extra accessories on top of this accessory, so it makes for a complete, setup. You have your controllers over here. You can store 2 of them. You have your games right here. You can store over 10 games right here. You can hold your headphones up here, and you can also keep your PlayStation cool at the same time. So you will need more office space, I will say that, because this does take up a decent amount of desk space when you sit it on here. But if you do have that space, feel free. This is a pretty good accessory to have. All right, you guys, so as far as who should get this, and if you're wondering if you should get it or not, if your PlayStation happens to run hot, and I haven't heard too many stories about most people's PlayStation is running hot, but if you are one of the few whose PlayStation runs hot, I would suggest to get it for those purposes. With that being said, you're going to have a lot more noise in your room because you're turning on the fan on the actual device to cool down your PlayStation. If it doesn't really run hot, but you like the way it looks and you can accessorize, you want another cool accessory for your PlayStation, I recommend you get that as well. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about this particular device. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.